Well, how about this Chiefs defense really doing great work on the Cincinnati Bengals offense? I didn't even think the Bengals played that bad, and we're going to talk about some good plays they made in this one because I did think they made some good plays. But at the end of the day, Chris Jones was amazing in this one. The entire defensive line was amazing in this one, and that's a lot of what we're going to talk about. So instead of talking about what we're going to talk about, let's just talk about it. So yeah, let's just get into it. Let's start off with what we have to start off with. One of the biggest things about this game was the pass rush, the interior defensive line doing some nice work against this Bengals offensive line. They had 3 sacks in the first quarter, which really, that was obviously a storyline. Here's one of the more interesting ones, I think. So it's going to be, you have on this play, it's Michael Dana, who's going to be going up one-on-one against Cordell Volson. That is the matchup, and it's a mismatch. Dana's played well for the Chiefs. He's a solid player, and Volson is just, he's not. Like, watch how you're going to see Dana really just shove Volson completely far back. But I should also mention, we are just about 2.5 seconds into the play right now. So there's the whole, talk about sacks and whose fault are sacks really. For the longest time, everyone kind of just viewed sacks as strictly a offensive line, defensive line stat. That's the end of it. But the reality is there's obviously more to it. Football is the ultimate team sport. Plenty of things come into play. One of the things is coverage and receivers trying to get open. Part of the reason why this sack can happen is because Joe Burrow has not thrown the football yet, right? Burrow would love to get rid of the ball early in this situation, but if he has no one to throw to on a 3rd down and 9, that's an issue. And again, hard to get someone open quickly 9 yards down the field, takes some time, but still at about this point for Burrow, you do have to start to look for other options. And probably the better move would be to just maybe flip it. Maybe P. Ryan could be a guy who maybe throw it to him, hope he can break a couple tackles, get the first down that way. Instead, Burrow kind of just puts his head down and basically just, he looks like he tried to get out of it, somehow got out of the sack from Dana's perspective, but then you have Frank Clark who's able to finally bring him down. So a sack is a sack, you'll take it. So, again, that's kind of what was happening, right? The coverage playing well, not giving up anything. You then have the offensive line not playing well, meaning Burrow has to make his decisions a little bit quicker, and then also Burrow maybe taking a sack too many or 2, which is obviously all those things blend together to create sacks. The interception in the second quarter was definitely a big one as well. It's a 3rd down and 2 right here, and it was odd where the only possession in the first half that the Chiefs did not score on was going to be the one they get after the interception where they had a short field and were just outside of field goal range when the possession started, interestingly enough. But this is the interception, just kind of a weird play. It's a man coverage play. T. Higgins is one-on-one, so on paper, totally see why you'd want to throw it here. Higgins will have a one-on-one matchup. Typically in this spot, safety shades over towards Chase, which is what can open up opportunities for Higgins. But when this play begins, so Burrow has made up his mind. He wants to throw it there, but Higgins didn't really run a great route on this one. It was good defense, and I don't think he loves where he's, he didn't love his route, and I don't think he expected the football, really. It was just kind of a weird play. I don't know if he was expecting something else to happen, but Jalen Watson is very much prepared for this. Watch him do a great job of going up to the ball, and that's, T. Higgins, part of what he's known for is his ability to go get the ball. So on a play like that, just very bizarre that he was not able to do that. So again, it's kind of a weird, fluky play because if that's caught, you're getting the ball at midfield. So that's even though the Chiefs didn't end up scoring on it and you were still able to score on your next drive, you could have had better field position and, who knows what happens in that scenario. But as I said, that drive definitely, you saw the Chiefs do some nice things, I thought. Something like this, it's going to be a zone coverage play, and it's kind of just, very much a taking what the defense gave them kind of drive, I thought, where you have a cover 2 zone that the Chiefs are running, and you see the route that Jamar Chase is going to be running. It's, just try to get into a gap in coverage. Simple enough. This is stuff that the Bengals have historically crushed the Chiefs at, is being able to just sort of pick apart defenses like this. Watch how when this play begins, you see that Chase doing such a good job. It gets the inside leverage quickly. Burrow doing a great job of when he sees that kind of situation develop, he doesn't wait around. He gets the ball out of his hand. As you see, Chase is able to make the catch, pick up a first down, and then some. Good stuff by Chase. So again, when they kind of were able to just go up and play their game, they felt a lot better. When pressure wasn't happening, 2 seconds into the play, and when they were able to kind of, get opportunities for Chase, you definitely saw the offense look a lot better. And then you had this play, kind of the momentum continued a little bit even into this next quarter, as you would have this is just an incredible play. It's the Chiefs are playing man coverage, 3rd down and 6. Hey, if we can get T. Higgins on the outside, if we can get a window, let's try to take the chance here, get a touchdown. Why not? You see how on paper the play could work, as it's a one-on-one matchup. It's man coverage, so it will be a one-on-one matchup for Higgins. But if he can get outside this, sort of towards the sideline close enough, the safety might not have time to get over there. As you see, Burrow is going to take the snap. Burrow is going to fire in that direction, and there is a window, but this is not a big window. I mean, this is one of those, he's going to have to make an absolute perfect throw to get a completion here. But this is the perfect throw and an even better catch. T. Higgins doing some great work, showing why he's so good, and they're able to get a touchdown on this play and tie it up. Granted, the Chiefs would score a touchdown right after to put them back down 7, but still a tremendous play. Then we got to talk about this one, which was a huge one. So after the Chiefs then went up 7 points, Mahomes forgot how to throw a football for a play, which gave you the football back. But it's 4th down right here, so big situation, and you see the situation itself. It's going to be a cover 2 man. That's what the Chiefs are in. You see Chase's route, which Tony Romo was nice enough to draw on the screen. It's certainly not something that you would look at and say, oh, this is a great situation. I mean, if this wasn't Jamar Chase, you'd actually look at this as a terrible situation. Look at how when Burrow takes the snap, I mean, at this point, it is a double coverage spot. It does not appear to be a great situation, but the one thing you kind of have is that neither corner is further than Chase on this play. So Chase kind of maybe has the, if you just throw it deep, threat going, because there's no one past him, and that's kind of what they're going to take advantage of here. And while his throw is actually in the spot where Chase can go back to it, Chase is able to make the play. He's able to adjust to the ball better than any of the Kansas City defensive backs were, and being able to make a play on the ball is definitely something that these Bengals receivers are known for, and a huge play in a huge moment in this one. But then we have to finish it up here, where, I mean, this was this is the last snap Joe Burrow would take this season. It's going to be a great play from Chris Jones going up one-on-one against Hakeem Adeniji. Interestingly enough, these two guys saw a lot of snaps against each other last year, but that was from the inside, as Adeniji was playing guard at the time. Chris Jones, he's a defensive tackle, but on key 3rd downs, they will shift him out to be an edge. That's what he's doing here. As you see, Jones is going to do a great job, I think, immediately of getting around Adeniji and is creating this initial pressure to where really Burrow should probably have seen it. I think at least pay a little bit more attention, but at the same time, what are you going to do if he did see it? I don't know what that would have helped. As you see, Chris Jones is able to get to Burrow, gets the sack, and then Patrick Mahomes, with a little help from Joseph Osai, gets into field goal range, and they're able to win the AFC Championship game, win the Lamar Hunt Trophy, get an opportunity to play for the Lombardi Trophy, as they could win their 2nd, and, great win from Chris Jones. Disappointing if you're a Bengals fan, obviously. I mean, I thought Joe Burrow did some nice things. There were some awesome plays in this one, but it really came down to the wire, and it came down to who didn't make the dumb mistake, and that was, amazingly, that wasn't the team that had Patrick Mahomes just throw the ball backwards. It was the Bengals made the last most crucial mistake, and that's really what did it. And also, again, some great plays. Really, kind of the best game of the Chiefs' defensive season, really. So give them a lot of credit. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.